You've been saying "I'm fine" for so long it's become your heartbeat, a rhythm you lean into without thinking. It's the answer you give when someone asks, "How are you?" A reflex, a shield, a lie you've polished until it shines. You say it with a smile that feels like a mask, with a nod that carries the weight of 1,000 unsaid words, with a shrug that hides the storm inside you. You say it to coworkers, to friends, to family, to the mirror when you're alone and the silence is too loud. You say it because the truth feels too heavy, too messy, too dangerous to let out. But it's there, isn't it? The truth. It's in the way your chest tightens when you're quiet, the way your thoughts spiral when you're alone, the way you keep moving to outrun the ache you've never named. You're not fine when you lie awake at 4 a.m., staring into the dark, replaying moments you can't undo, words you wish you'd said, choices you wish you'd made differently, dreams you let slip through your fingers like sand. You're not fine when you scroll through your phone for hours, not because you care about the post, but because silence is a mirror you're too scared to face. You're not fine when you fill your days with noise, work, errands, plans, anything to keep you busy, because stopping means feeling the weight of it all. The grief you haven't processed, the anger you've buried, the longing you've told yourself is childish. You've been carrying this weight so long it's woven into your bones, like a shadow that follows you into every room, every conversation, every moment you try to pretend you're okay. You've gotten good at the act, haven't you? The way you smile when you want to scream, the way you laugh when you want to cry, the way you keep going when all you want is to stop. You've learned to hide the cracks, your doubts, your fears, your pain, because showing them feels like admitting defeat. You've been told, maybe not in words, but in glances, in silences, in the way the world moves on, that your hurt is too much, that your truth is inconvenient, that your real self, the one who's tired, who's hurting, who wants more than this, is a burden. So you've buried it. You've buried the tears you didn't cry, the words you didn't say, the dreams you didn't chase. You've buried them under "I'm fine," under "I've got this," under a performance you've perfected to keep the world at bay. But the performance is exhausting. It's not just the late nights or the long days, it's the effort of pretending. The energy it takes to smile when your heart is breaking, to nod when you're unraveling, to say "I'm fine" when you're screaming inside. You're in emotional debt, paying interest on all the truths you've postponed, all the feelings you've pushed down, all the moments you've chosen safety over honesty. You ask yourself why you're so tired, why you feel so empty, even on the good days. It's not because you're broken, it's because pretending is a full-time job and you're not getting paid for it. You're just getting by. You're surviving, but you're not living. You're existing, but you're not free. You've been carrying this for years, maybe, since you were a kid when someone told you to stop crying, to be strong, to be grateful for what you have, or since you were a teenager, when you learned that showing your pain made you different, made you a target, made you less, or since you were an adult when you realized the world doesn't pause for your grief, your fear, your longing. So you stopped too. You stopped admitting you're not fine. You stopped asking for help. You stopped letting yourself feel because feeling meant falling apart, and falling apart meant you might not know how to put yourself back together. So you kept going, kept pretending, kept saying, "I'm fine," until it became your armor, your mantra, your cage. But the cage is cracking. You feel it in the moments when the lie slips, when you catch yourself staring into the distance, wondering who you'd be if you stopped pretending. You feel it when you want to scream, to cry, to tell someone, anyone, that you're not okay, that you're tired of carrying this weight, tired of hiding, tired of being the one who always has it together. You're not fine, and it's okay to admit that. It's okay to say it out loud, even if it's just to yourself in the dark. It's okay to let the truth breathe, to let the tears fall, to let the world see that you're human, not a machine, not a statue, not a performance. Admitting you're not fine isn't weakness. It's courage. It's the first crack in the wall you've built to keep the world out, to keep yourself safe. But safe isn't the same as alive. Safe is a locked door, a closed window, a life where nothing gets in. Not pain, but not joy either. You've been so focused on keeping the hurt out that you've kept everything out. The love you crave, the dreams you've buried, the you've forgotten how to be. Admitting you're not fine is the first step toward opening that door, toward letting the light in, toward remembering that you're allowed to be human. You're allowed to hurt. You're allowed to want more than this. You don't have to fix it all today. You don't have to have the answers, the plan, the path forward. Transformation isn't a lightning bolt. It's a slow unraveling, a quiet rebellion against the lie you've been living. Start where you are. Let one truth slip, a tear, a no, a real answer to, how are you? Say, I'm not okay, and let the words hang there, raw and unpolished, without rushing to explain them away. Walk away from a conversation that feels like a betrayal of your soul. Let someone see a glimpse of the truth. Not the whole thing, just a crack. Not because they've earned it, but because you deserve to be honest. You deserve to be seen, not as the person you've pretended to be, but as the person you are. You're not fine, and that's okay. It's okay to be angry at the years you've spent pretending, at the moments you chose silence over truth, safety over freedom. It's okay to grieve, not just for what you've lost, but for the version of you who believed you had to be fine to be enough. It's okay to want a life where you don't have to hide, where you don't have to perform, where you can breathe without the weight of a lie. The pain you're carrying isn't your enemy. It's your map. It's showing you where you've been, what you've survived, what you're still holding on to. It's telling you that you're alive, that you're human, that you're still here, even after everything. You're not alone in this. Everyone's pretending in one way or another. Everyone's got a version of I am fine they lean into when the truth feels too raw. The coworker who smiles through stress, the friend who laughs through heartbreak, the stranger who posts about their best life while falling apart behind the screen. But you're not everyone. You're you, and the you underneath the lie, the one with the scars, the dreams, the pain you've been carrying, is worth knowing. They're worth loving. They're worth fighting for. You don't have to be fine to be enough. You don't have to be whole to be worthy. You just have to be honest. Honest about the hurt. Honest about the longing. Honest about the fact that you're tired of pretending everything's okay when it is not. The truth is a mirror, and it's brutal. It shows the shadows under your eyes, the lines you've earned, the cracks you've tried to hide. But it also shows the spark that's still there, even after everything. The way your eyes light up when you talk about something you love, even if you haven't talked about it in years. The way you keep going, even when you're not fine, because there's a strength in you that doesn't quit, even when you want to. That strength isn't in the lie. It's in you. It's in the heart that's still beating, the voice that's still waiting, the you that's been buried but never lost. You don't have to spill your soul to the world or burn down your life in a single moment. Start small. Say one true thing, even if it's just to yourself in the mirror. Say, I'm not fine, and let the words sit there, heavy but honest. Say no to something that's been draining you, even if your voice shakes. Let yourself cry, not because it fixes anything, but because it's real. Let yourself want something, really want it, without justifying it to anyone. These are the cracks where the light gets in. These are the moments where you start to come back to yourself, where you start to remember who you are. You're not fine, and that's okay. It's okay to be tired of pretending, to be scared of what comes next, to be unsure of who you are without the lie. It's okay to want more than this. A life where you don't have to hide, where you don't have to carry the weight of, I'm fine, like a backpack full of stones. The pain isn't your failure, it's your proof. Proof you've lived, loved, lost, fought, fallen, and still gotten up. Proof you're human, not a machine, not a performance, not a lie. The lie isn't your enemy. It's just a tool you used when you needed it. But you don't need it anymore. You're stronger than you know, not because you're fine, but because you're real. So take a breath. Let it out slow, like a sigh you've been holding for years. Look at yourself, not the lie, not the performance, but the eyes behind it. The ones that have seen pain and still shine. The ones that have carried you through every loss, every doubt, every moment you thought you couldn't keep going. They're yours, and they're enough. You don't need to fix yourself. You don't need to be someone else. You just need to be here now with all your cracks and all your light. Let the truth settle like dust after a storm. You're not fine, and that's okay. That's where you start.